Assalamualaikum and hi. Did you know that every year about 1.5 billion tires are being discarded around the world, and most of these tires are ALTs? End of life tires, or mostly known as ALTs, are difficult to recycle because they are made out of complex combination of components which is packaged into a hefty and bulky form. Tires do not decompose naturally because they are not biodegradable, and we use more and more of them every year. The easiest and the humblest thing to do with this tire is to put them in the landfill. You might be wondering, why though? Take a look of this picture in Kuwait, a world record for the largest rubber graveyard where about 7 million dead tires lie. There are a lot of consequences of discarding these tires, such as leaching of mutagenic and carcinogenic components due to the breakdown of this tire, pests, and even combustibility of it. But for now, I will be only focusing on the major concern for this case, which is combustibility of this tire. When these tires are heated, it can be a great fuel source. As a result, there are several unintended combustions at the place in which they are burned. These combustions not only endanger the environment, but also the workers' safety and health. In the event of Kuwait tires graveyard, many hazardous compounds will be released into the air if a fire broke out. This happened once back in 2013, where millions of tires caught fire and burned for days. It took a collaborative effort between the firemen, troops, and even Kuwait Oil Company to extinguish the fire. As you can see, abundance of discarded ELTs is a major world problem, and stacking them out in the landfill is not a permanent solution. So, is there any alternative that we can do as a responsible community? Stay tuned, because Megat got the answer to that. Over to you, Megat.
Hello guys, do you know that during this pandemic COVID-19, there are many physical activities that limited to do, such as playing football, badminton, and many other activities. So, by this limitation, it can actually give a serious problem towards the community, as it can lead to an unhealthy lifestyle, and it also definitely can cause very serious health problem to them. Thus, our community project give a solution to these problems. We actually build a mini playground from the used tire. Not only it can raise an awareness to the community about the recycling the used tire, but it can also benefit them in terms of health by doing maybe some light physical activities from the mini playground that we built.
Saya Muhammad Miswan bin Saman, Ketua Kantor Kawasan Sinar Raya baru Sudianjo. Saya baru berjawab jabatan ini baru bukan 3 bulan lah. Saya mula 1 bulan Mac tahun 2021.
Masalah pertama saya terbuang merupakan salah satu masalah global dalam memelihara alam sekitar. Secara purata, negara kita menghasilkan 8 juta tayar terbuang setiap tahun. Jadi, apa pendapat Cik tentang masalah lambangan tayar terbuang ini?
Masalah ni boleh diatasi dah kalau mungkin kita semula ke ataupun dijadikan satu produk untuk landscape dan sebagainya.
Macam hiasan. Okey. Pada pendapat Encik, adakah amalan kita semula dapat mengurangkan masalah ni?
Saya rasa memang boleh lah mengurangkan.
Jadi memang bersetuju kan?
Ya.
Salah satu objektif kami adalah menghasilkan sebuah taman permainan menggunakan tayar terpakai untuk penduduk setempat. Selain daripada itu, ianya juga dapat berperanan sebagai tempat untuk masyarakat setempat beriadah dan mengamalkan amalan gaya hidup sihat. Jadi, apa pendapat Cik tentang usaha ini?
Saya memang setujulah. Lagipun benda ni mungkin usaha ni boleh jadikan satu selain daripada kecantikan, dia juga sumber ekonomi. Mungkin mana yang minat, dia boleh buat tu kan bentuk landscape, bentuk macam bentuk binatang, bentuk permainan. Tu kan.
So, akhir sekali, apakah program sebegini dapat memupuk amalan gaya hidup sihat dan amalan kita semula dalam kalangan masyarakat kampung ini?
InsyaAllah lah kalau benda ni ada yang bimbing, ada yang berian, insyaAllah boleh jadilah. Boleh jangan satu sumber inspirasi untuk dia orang mengamalkan budaya hidup sihat dan sebagainya.
So there's a few questions that being asked during the interview session. This interview helped us to obtain the feedback from the villagers about our community project. I believe that this community project can attract many attention, and it is a good opportunity to spread the campaign and awareness on recycling and healthy lifestyle.
And now, I'm Hakim Afizi will present you the data of our survey. So, our team have conducted a survey to identify the awareness of public towards the recycling of tires. So, 74 people have already responded to our survey, which consists of 38 males and 36 females. This survey only have 7 questions. As we can see from the result of our survey, most of the respondents only practice recycling sometimes, and only around 36.5% that's oftenly recycling. Meanwhile, the remainder is never involved in these recycling activities. And then the reason why they recycle, as you can see here, mostly recycle because they want to preserve our resource and protect wildlife. Meanwhile, around 40 to 50% thinks that we need recycle because it can help our climate problems, good for the economy, and reduce landfill. Meanwhile, around 31.1% thinks that recycle can save the energy. As we can see here, most of the respondents have already buy a product that made from recycled material. Only minority, around 9.5%, that never ever buy a product from recycled material. As our main project is about recycling tires, so we can see here that mostly of the respondents know that the tires can be recycled, and not all of them have unused and old tires at your house, but most of them have ever seen and made or used recycled product from tires. So about the awareness, so around 56.8% people agree that this education of recycling should be spread around the worldwide, and all of people need to learn about recycling things.
There are 4 prototypes that we made by using tires which are sandbox, swing, climber and seesaw. These playground equipment are suitable for the children below 12 years old. The equipment requires to build the prototype are tire, sand, wooden plank, wooden block, rope, PVC pipe, spray and toys. The first step to build all prototype is to paint all the tires using different color of spray. After that, for the sandbox, put the sand inside the tire and toys on top of the sand. For the swing, put a wooden block inside the tire and hang the tire with a rope. Next, for the climber, set up 3 pieces of wood vertically and stack up 4 tires in between the woods. For the seesaw, cut the tire into half and put a wooden block into the tire. Then, cut the PVC pipe to make as a handle and stick it on the wooden plank. Lastly, put the wooden plank on the tire.
Okay, the impact of our community project. Firstly, to the community, they can save the money with build their own instead of buying a new one, because I know that it is quite expensive to buy new tools for the children. Secondly, they can increase their creativity on how to use their used tire for their benefits. And thirdly, as a parent, they can spend their time with their children, because during this MCO, the parent cannot go outside to spend their time with their children, and they can use the alternative to use their time to create the tool with their children. And for the environment, this our project can reduce water, air and soil pollution. Air pollution through the tire burning is significant, because black fume contain heavy metal in the tire is very harmful and can give chronic health hazard to the society. As a conclusion, there are many positive impacts of our community project to the society and the environment.